Climate change is a long-term change in the average weather patterns that have come to define Earth's local, regional, and global climates. The climate change is real. It is happening every moment around us, whether you can feel it or not. The global average temperature has increased by 1.2 degrees over the last 100 years. In Canada, we've seen 5 degrees temperature increase in Arctic from 2004 to 2009, average of 61 billion tons of ice vanished per year. And the global sea level rose about 20 centimeters in the last century. Since 1969, the surface of global ocean shows a warming of 0.3 degrees. The acidity of surface ocean has risen by 30% since the Industrial Revolution. Like many municipalities in southern Ontario, the city of Hamilton has experienced several intensive storms and flooding events in the recent years. In order to adapt and mitigate the impacts of climate change, the Public Works team will collaborate with teams from McMaster University to identify the opportunities to promote next generation of climate resiliency. The main deliverables of this project is to assist the Public Works team to be familiar with the process of developing scenario analysis tool that describes the plausible futures of City of Hamilton based on the key driving forces.
This study will help the City of Hamilton manage over $20 billion of assets and 700 facilities. While our study will contribute to the Hamilton strategic and capital planning processes, it will also help City to increase the resilience and adaptation to more frequent flooding events. Additionally, this study relevant to other similar mid-sized constitute municipalities in their capital and strategic planning, as well as resiliency and adaptation to climate change. In South Ontario, approximately 40% increase in winter stream flow is observed in 2019 as a result of reduction of snow caused by recent temperature and precipitation increase due to climate change. The earlier springs run as potential causes to ice melt generated floods, especially in lower sections of local rivers. The increase in lake water level due to recent climate change in South Ontario also causes erosion and flooding of shoreline areas and properties along the Great Lakes. The intensity of local rainfall events would increase by approximately 17%, 22%, and 50% by 2030, 2050, and 2080 respectively. Therefore, we are expected to encounter stronger and more severe overland flooding events in the future. In Hamilton, such events cause collapse and damage on drainage systems, roadways, parks and trails, and building properties, all of which will be adding stronger adverse health and safety concerns and economic losses, creating mobility issues and pressure on public and private assets.
For this project, the scenario analysis tool can be simply defined as a future planning tool that can be used to analyze complex environmental problems based on mathematical modeling and existing literal description from different perspectives. During the brainstorming process, the team has not only considered the relationship between flooding and climate change, but also taken human society development into account. Human behavior is a significant driver to the climate change, which increases the risk of flooding, and then flooding becomes a barrier to the human society development. Depending on the thoughts mentioned above, we are trying to develop the drivers from the listed 8 aspects. The plan for the next 4 months is to finish the potential drivers list and get feedback from the Public Works Office. Then, 2 drivers will be selected to build the coordinate of the scenario analysis tool and develop a draft for each scenario at the end of this phase.